In 7th place in the power rankings, and still in 7th from 2024, I have Fiji. Now, one thing I was really happy with last year was the pace that they tried to play with. They didn't have the best looking spine going into it, but they definitely played with an incredible amount of pace. Didn't always work out, but one thing I was looking forward to going into this campaign was the improved quality and experience in the spine. First of all, I think it was Taruva that started at 1 last year. It might have been Bula, I can't fully remember, but from 2024 to 25, at least Bula was starting at fullback. Kurt Donahue was starting at 6, and he was in the halves last year, but Kurt Donahue came into this campaign with a lot more NRL experience. Mostly playing at 13 for the Dolphins, but a hell of a lot more NRL experience, so the game might have slowed down for him a bit more, and he could have learned a lot more from those experiences. And then, instead of Kevin Nagama joining him in the halves, it's Brandon Wakeham. Major difference. Better ends of sets, more organisation, and just a lot more cleaner moving the ball around in attacking structure. You could tell it was a lot cleaner. Now in game 1, Fiji was really energetic. Ends of sets were more organised, there was more cohesion, better execution moving the ball around. The problem is for game 2 against Papua New Guinea, we didn't really get the chance to see that much because some of the passes were wayward, but there was a lot of really simple mistakes, just dropping the ball constantly, so we couldn't really see Fiji in a lot of good attacking positions. I think they really could have made that a competitive game against Papua New Guinea, but they didn't because they gave away possession so often, and they let them just march up the field as well. Defensively, they were shocking. So the first game, they looked like a different side, an improved side, and in terms of expectations, they matched what I was expecting from them, but in the second game, they just didn't show up. Too many errors, defensively poor as well. I do think for the World Cup, they'll at least have Viliami Kikau to make that team stronger, but with Bula getting more experience in the NRL, Kurt Donahue getting more experience as well, hopefully, but we'll have to see with Morgan Knowles joining the Dolphins whether Donahue will get much time at 13. And then, of course, Brandon Wakeham, as long as he's still getting regular game time somewhere, even if it's in the Queensland or New South Wales Cup, then they've at least got a decent spine. Taylor 2 games, unfortunately, for Fiji, but they will stay where they are in 7th.